Ladies and gentlemen, Tishi alarm is ringing. Your destiny is calling. Your dreams are waiting. And what are you doing? Are you hitting snooze? Are you rolling over? Are you making excuses? Stop it. Get up. Get out of that bed and get to read this, the wisdom off that bed. And get to that grind. Because every second you waste sleeping is a second your competition is using to get ahead. Every minute you spend comfortable is a minute someone else is spending getting you uncomfortable for their dreams. Get up and grind. Listen to me right now. The grind is not optional. The hustle is not negotiable. The work is not something you do when you feel like it. You get up and you grind, period. No excuses, no negotiations, no debates. You get up every single day and you put in the work. That's not a suggestion. That's a requirement. That's not advice. That's a demand. That's not an option. That's a necessity. You want to know the difference between people who succeed and people who don't? People who succeed get up and grind. They don't wait to feel motivated. They don't wait for inspiration. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They get up when the alarm goes off and they grin whether they feel like it or not. They understand that success isn't about how you feel. It's about what you do. It's not about your emotions. It's about your actions. It's not about your mood. It's about your movement. The grind doesn't care about your feelings. The grind doesn't care if you're tired. The grind doesn't care if you had a bad day yesterday. The grind doesn't care about your problems, your challenges, your obstacles. The grind only cares about one thing. Are you showing up? Are you putting in the work? Are you doing what needs to be done? Because your dreams don't care about your excuses. Your goals don't care about your comfort. Your destiny doesn't care about your convenience. Get up and grind means you wake up with purpose. You rise with intention. You start your day with determination. The moment that alarm goes off, you don't think about it. You ACT, you don't contemplate it, you move. You don't debate it, you do it. Your feet hit the floor before your mind can create excuses. Your body starts moving before your emotions can create resistance. You're UP and you're grinding before doubt can even enter the conversation. And let me tell you something about the grind. It's not glamorous. It's not exciting. It's not Instagram worthy. The grind is hard. The grind is repetitive. The grind is boring. It's doing the same thing day after day after day. It's showing up when you don't want to. It's working when you're tired. It's pushing when you're exhausted. It's continuing when every part of you wants to quit. But that's exactly what separates champions from everyone else. Champions grind when it's hard. They hustle when it's boring. They work when it's repetitive. Because they understand that extraordinary results come from ordinary actions done consistently. Exceptional success comes from basic efforts done repeatedly. Outstanding achievement comes from simple tasks done relentlessly. You think successful people got there because they only worked when they felt inspired? Wrong. You think champions achieved greatness because they only showed up when they were motivated? Wrong. You think legends were created because people only grinded when conditions were perfect? Wrong. They got up and grinded every day. They showed up regardless of how they felt. They worked despite their circumstances. They persisted no matter what. Get up and grind means you don't make excuses about the weather. You don't complain about being tired. You don't negotiate with yourself about whether today is the day. Every day is the day. Every morning is your opportunity. Every moment is your chance to get closer to your goals. You don't get to pick and choose which days you work hard. You don't get to select which moments you give maximum effort. You give it all. You've got all the time. The grind is a lat style. It's not something you do occasionally. It's not something you try when convenient. It's not something you experiment with when you feel like it. The grind is who you are. It's how you live. It's what you do. You don't turn the grind on and off like a switch. You don't activate hustle mode only when necessary. You are the grind. You are the hustle. You're the work ethic. And here's what you need to understand. The grind compounds. Every day you get up and put in the work. You're building momentum. Every morning you show up. You're creating consistency. Every moment you push forward, you're generating progress. That momentum, that consistency, that progress, it adds up. It accumulates. It multiplies. Small daily actions create massive long-term results. But when you hit snooze, when you skip days, when you make excuses, you're not just missing one workout, one work session, one opportunity to grind. You're breaking momentum. You're disrupting consistency. You're halting progress. And starting back up after a break is harder than never stopping in the first place. So don't stop. Don't break. Don't quit. Keep the grind going. Maintain the momentum flowing. Sustain the consistency growing. Jet up and grind means you're first. You're up before the competition. You're working before everyone else. You're grinding while others are sleeping. You're not trying to keep up. You're trying to stay ahead. You're not trying to match effort. You're trying to exceed it. You're not trying to be average. You're trying to be exceptional. And exceptional doesn't happen by accident. Exceptional is created through the grind. The early morning hours are sacred. That's when champions are made. That's when greatness is forged. That's when success is built. While the world is sleeping, you're working. While others are comfortable, you're getting comfortable. While people are dreaming, you're doing. Those quiet morning hours when nobody's watching, when nobody's applauding, when nobody's recognizing your effort, that's where the magic happens. That's where the transformation occurs. That's where the champion emerges. You want to be great? Get up early. You want to be successful? Get up early. You want to achieve your dreams? Get up early and grind. Stop sleeping your life away. Stop wasting your mornings. Stop giving away your most productive hours to your bed. Your bed is not your friend. Your bed is your enemy. Your comfort is not your ally. Your comfort is your opdependent. Sleep is not helping you. Sleep is hindering you. Now, I'm not saying don't sleep. I'm saying don't oversleep. Get your rest, but don't use rest as an excuse. Don't use being tired as a reason to not work. Don't use lacking energy as justification to skip the grind. Successful people are tired too. Champions are exhausted too. Winners are fatigued too, but they get up and grind anyway. They weren't desperate being tired. They push through exhaustion. They grind regardless of how they feel. Jet up and grindy means you do it when it's hard. You do it when you don't want to. You do it when every fiber of your being is telling you to quit. Because the grind isn't just about the physical work, it's about developing mental toughness. It's about building character. It's about forging discipline. Every time you get up when you don't want to, you're strengthening your mind. Every time you grind when you're tired, you're building your character. Every time you push when you want to quit, you're developing discipline. And that mental toughness, that character, that discipline, that's what sustains success. That's what maintains achievement. That's what preserves greatness, because success isn't just about reaching a goal once. It's about sustaining that success. It's about maintaining that achievement. It's about continuing that excellence. And you can only do that if you have the mental toughness, the character, and the discipline that comes from the grind. The grind teaches you lessons that success never could. The grind shows you who you really are. The grind reveals your true character. When you're in the grind, when you're in the struggle, when you're in the fight, you discover what you're made of. You find out if you're committed or just interested. You learn if you're dedicated or just dabbling. You realize if you're serious or just playing around. Jet up and grind means you prioritize progress over comfort. You choose growth over easy. You select achievement over relaxation. Every day you're faced with this choice. Do I stay comfortable or do I pursue my dreams? Do I sleep in or do I get up and grind? Do I take it easy or do I push myself? And champions choose the grind. They choose the work. They choose the effort every single time. Your comfort zone is killing your dreams. Your love of ease is destroying your potential. Your desire for relaxation is robbing your future. You've got to be willing to be uncomfortable. You've got to embrace the difficulty. You've got to welcome the challenge. Because growth doesn't happen in comfort. Development doesn't occur in ease. Transformation doesn't take place in relaxation. It all happens in the grind D. The grind is where you prove yourself. It's where you demonstrate your commitment. It's where you show your dedication. Anyone can talk about their dreams. Anyone can discuss their goals. Anyone can explain their vision, but not everyone can get up and grind. Not everyone can put in the consistent daily work. Not everyone can maintain the relentless effort. The grind separates the talkers from the doers, the dreamers from the achievers, the winners from the champions. Jet up and grind means you show up even when nobody's watching. You work hard even when nobody's recognizing your effort. You give maximum effort even when nobody's applauding. Because the grind isn't about external validation. It's about intramural commitment. It's not about other people seeing your work. It's about you knowing you did the work. It's not about getting credit. It's about getting results. The most important work you'll ever do is the work nobody sees. The most significant effort you'll ever make is the effort nobody knows about. The most valuable grinding you'll ever do is the grinding that happens in printing. Because that private work creates public success. That hidden effort produces visible results. That unseen grinding generates seen achievement. Jet up and grind means you understand that success is a marathon, not a sprint. It's not about one day of hard work. It's not about 1 week of intense efforts. It's not about 1 month of focused grinding. It's about years of consistent work. It's about decades of sustained effort. It's about a liftimini of committed grinding. Success isn't a one-time event. It's a daily practice. Achievement isn't a single moment. It's an ongoing bruise. Excellence isn't a destination. It's a journey. And on this journey, on this process, in this practice, you got to show up every single day. You can't skip days. You can't take random breaks. You can't decide when you feel like working and when you don't. The grind demands consistency. It requires reliability. It necessitates dependability. You show up every day. You show up every day. You work every day. You grind every day. No exceptions. No excuses. No negotiations. The grind is democratic. It doesn't care about your background. It doesn't care about your circumstances. It doesn't care about your resources. The grind is available to everyone. Anyone can get up and grind. Anyone can put in the work. Anyone can maintain consistent effort. You don't need permission to grind. You don't need special access to hustle. You don't need unique qualifications to work hard. All you need is will. All you need is determination. All you need is commitment. Jet up and grind means you stop making excuses. You stop blaming circumstances. You stop pointing fingers at external factors. You take ownership. You accept responsibilities. You grab gangstability. Your success is on you. Your achievement is your responsibilities. Your results are your answerability. Stop waiting for someone to give you opportunity. Create your opportunity through the grind. Stop hoping someone will help you. Help yourself through the hustle. Stop wishing circumstances will change. Change your circumstances through work. The grind gives you power. It gives you control. It gives you agency. When you commit to getting up and grinding every day, you're taking control of your destiny. You're not leaving your success to chance. You're not depending on luck. You're not waiting for the perfect opportunity. You're creating your success through consistent effort. You're generating your luck through hard work. You're making opportunities through relentless grinding. And here's the beautiful thing about the grind. It always pays off. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe not next week or next month. But eventually it pays off. Eventually the work produces results. Actually, the grinding creates success. The universe rewards work. Life responds to EFF ORT. Success comes to those who grind. You might not see results immediately, but if you keep grinding, if you keep working, if you keep pushing, the results will come. Get up and grind means you trust the pros. You believe in the journey. You have faith in the work. Even when you can't see progress, you keep grinding. Even when results aren't showing, you keep working. Even when success seems distant, you keep pushing because you understand that the grind is compounding. It's building underneath the surface. It's accumulating behind the scenes. And one day it's going to explode into visible success. The grind requires sacrifice. You're going to miss parties. You're going to skip events. You're going to decline invitations. While others are out having fun, you're grinding. While others are relaxing, you're working. While others are sleeping, you're hustling. And that's okay. That's the price. That's the cost. You can't have the grind and the leisure. You can't have the hustle and the comfort. You can't have the work ethic and the ease. You've got to choose. And champions choose the grind. Jet up and grind means you become obsessed with your goals. You think about them constantly. You work toward them relentlessly. You pursue them tirelessly. Your goals become your focus. Your dreams become your furnaces. Your vision becomes your obsession. And that obsession fuels the grind. That focus drives the work. That priority motivates the effort. The grind is contagious. When people see you grinding, it inspires them to grind. When they witness your work ethic, it challenges their work ethic. When they observe your commitment, it questions their commitment. You become a standard. You become an exblazol. You become an inspiration. Your grind doesn't just change your life. It changes the lives of everyone around you. Jet up and grindy means you compete with yourself. You're not trying to outwork someone else. You're trying to outwork the person you were yesterdays. You're not comparing yourself to others. You're comparing yourself to your potolo. You're not measuring against external standards. You're measuring against your capillary. Every day, you're trying to be better than you were. Every morning, you're trying to do more than you did. Every moment, you're trying to push further than you pushed. The grind creates habits. When you get up and grind every day, it becomes autobog. It becomes part of your routine. It becomes ingrained in your lifestyle. You don't have to think about it. You just do it. You don't have to debate it. You just execute it. You don't have to motivate yourself. It's just who you are. And when the grind becomes habit, when the work becomes automatic, when the effort becomes natural, success becomes inevitable. Get up and grind means you embrace the struggle. You don't run from difficulty. You don't avoid challenges. You don't hide from obstacles. You run toward them. You attack them. You conquer them. Because you understand that the struggle is developing you. The difficulty is strengthening you. The challenges are preparing you for the success that's coming. Every rep in the gym's making you stronger. Every hour at the desk is making you smarter. Every moment of grinding is making you better. The grind isn't just about achieving external goals. It's about becoming the person capable of sustaining that achievement. It's about developing the character needed to handle success. It's about building the stressency required to maintain greatness. The grind is your testimony. It's your story. It's your legacy. When you finally achieve your goals, when you finally reach your dreams, when you finally accomplish your vision, people will ask, how did you do it? And your answer will be simple. I got up and grinded every single day. No excuses, no shortcuts, no easy ways. Just consistent, relentless, unstoppable grinding. Jet up and grind means you understand that today matters. This moment matters. You don't postpone the grind until tomorrow. You don't delay the work until next week. You don't push back the effort until conditions are better. You grind today. You work now. You hustle in this moment because tomorrow isn't promised. Next week might never come. Better conditions might never arrive. All you have is now. So grind now, work now, hustle now. The grind rewards the presence. It pays those who act today. It blesses those who work now. Stop living in the future. Stop planning for someday. Stop preparing for when. ACT in the presence. Work in the now. Grind in the today. Your future success is being built by your present actions. Your coming achievement is being created by your current effort. Your eventual greatness is being forged by your immediate grind. Jet up and grind means you do it alone if necessary. You don't wait for a grinding partner. You don't need a workout buddy. You don't require an accountability partner. You hold yourself accountable. You motivate yourself. You push yourself, because at the end of the day, your success is your responsibility. Your achievement is your job. Your grind is your commitment. The grind makes you independent. It makes you self-reliant. It makes you autonomous. You don't need external motivation. You don't need outside push. You don't need someone else to get you going. You're self-motivated. You're self-driven. You're self-started. You wake up and you go. You get up and you grind. You rise and you work. No one has to tell you. No one has to remind you. No one has to push you. Jet up and grind is not a suggestion. It's not a recommendation. It's not a proposal. It's a command. It's an order. It's a demand. Your dreams are demanding that you get up and grind. Your goals are commanding that you work. Your destiny is ordering that you hustle. So get up. Stop making excuses. Stop hitting snooze. Stop choosing comfort over greatness. The world is waiting for you to get up and grind. Your family is waiting for you to get up and grind. Your future self is waiting for you to get up and grind. So stop waiting. Start grinding. Get out of that bed. Get off that couch. Get away from that comfort and get to that grind. Your alarm is ringing. Your destiny is calling. Your greatness is waiting. So what are you going to do? Are you going to roll over? Are you going to hit snooze? Are you going to make excuses? No. You're going to get up. You're going to get moving. You're going to get grinding now. Go. Right now. This instant. This moment. This moment. Get up and grind. Let the world see what happens when someone refuses to quit. Let people witness what occurs when commitment meets consistency. Let everyone observe what develops when determination meets discipline. Get up and grind. Your success is waiting. Your achievement is calling. Your greatness is demanding. So get up. Get out there and get to that grind. But let me tell you something else about the grind that most people don't. To understand, the grind is where you find out what you're really about. It's easy to talk about being dedicated when you're motivated. It's easy to discuss commitment when you're inspired. It's easy to claim you're serious when conditions are favorable. But when that alarm goes off at CFAM and your body is screaming for more sleep, when your muscles are sore from yesterday's workout and your mind is telling you to take a day off, when the weather is terrible and every excuse in the world is not available to you, that's when the grind reveals your true character. The grind doesn't lie. The grind doesn't pretend. The grind doesn't fake. The grind shows you exactly who you are. It exposes your weaknesses. It reveals your limitations. It displays your true level of commitment. And when you face yourself in that mirror, when you confront the real, you in those early morning hours, in those late night sessions, in those moments when nobody's watching, you get to decide who you're going to be. Are you going to be someone who quits when it gets hard? Or are you going to be someone who pushes when it gets hard? Are you going to be someone who makes excuses? Or are you going to be someone who makes progress? Get up and grind means you understand that pain is temporary, but regret is forever. The pain of the grind is temporary. The discomfort of waking up early is temporary. The exhaustion of pushing yourself is temporary. But the regret of not trying, the regret of not giving it your all, the regret of looking back and wondering what could have been if you had just put in the work. That regret is permanent. That regret is eternal. That regret will haunt you for the rest of your life. You want to avoid regret? Grind now. You want to eliminate the what ifs from your life? Work now. You want to ensure you have no questions about whether you gave it your all? Hustle now. Because I'm telling you right now, you can handle the temporary pain of the grind. You can endure the temporary discomfort of hard work. You can survive the temporary exhaustion of maximum effort, but you cannot handle the permanent pain of regret. You cannot endure the permanent discomfort of knowing you didn't try. You cannot survive the permanent exhaustion that comes from carrying around unfulfilled dreams. The grind is your insurance policy against regret. Every day you get up and grind, you're buying protection against future disappointment. Every morning you show up and work, you're investing in a regret-free future. Every moment you push and hustle, you're guaranteeing that when you're old and looking back on your life, you'll be able to say with absolute certainty, I gave it everything I had. I left nothing on the table. I have no regrets because I grinded. Jet up and grind means you stop looking for easy and start looking for effective. Stop searching for shortcuts. Stop seeking quick fixes. Stop hoping for magic solutions. There are no shortcuts to success. There are no quick fixes to greatness. There are no magic solutions to achievement. There's only the grind. There's only the work. There's only the consistent, daily, relentless effort. The grind is not sexy. The grind is not fun. The grind is not entertaining, but the grind is effective. The grind works. The grind produces results. While everyone else is looking for the easy button, while everyone else is searching for the hack, while everyone else is trying to find the secret, we are grinding. And while they're still searching, while they're still hoping, while they're still wishing, we're achieving. You're succeeding. You're winning. The grind gives you an unfair advantage. While your competition is sleeping in, you're already 3 hours into your grind. While your competitors are making excuses, you're making progress. While other people are talking about what they're going to do, you're doing it. The grind creates separation between you and everyone else. It creates distance between you and the pack. It creates a gap that becomes impossible for others to close. Get up and grind means you understand that consistency beats in tenor. One day of intense work doesn't mean anything. 1 week of maximum effort doesn't create success. 1 month of incredible grinding doesn't guarantee achievement. But years of consistent work, years of showing up daily, years of grinding regardless of circumstances, that creates unstoppable momentum. T produces undeniable results. That generates inevitable success. Stop being intense for short periods and then disappearing. Stop going hard for a few weeks and then taking months off. Stop grinding when you feel like it and relaxing when you don't. Be consistent. Show up every day. Grind-a-randless, because consistent effort over time is the formula for success. It's the equations for achievement. It's the algorithms for greatness. The grind teaches you patience. It teaches you that success takes time. It shows you that achievement requires seasons. It demonstrates that greatness demands years, and that's okay. That's actually perfect, because anything worth having is worth waiting for. Anything worth achieving is worth working for. Anything worth becoming is worth grinding for. Jet up and grind means you fall in love with the process. You stop being obsessed with the outcome and start being obsessed with the work. You stop focusing solely on the destination and start enjoying the journey. You stop thinking only about the result and start appreciating the effort. Because here's the truth. The outcome is largely outside your control. You can't control whether you win or lose. You can't control whether things work out perfectly. You can't control the final result. But you can control the work. You can control the effort. You can control the grind. So control what you can control. Dominate the work. Own the effort. Master the grind. When you do that, when you focus on what you can control instead of worrying about what you can't, you find peace in the process. You discover joy in the journey. You experience fulfillment in the effort. And ironically, when you stop obsessing about the outcome and start focusing on the work, the outcome takes care of ID self. The grind is meditation. It's therapy. It's sanctuary. When you're in the grind, when you're fully engaged in the work, when you're completely focused on the effort, all your worries disappear. All your anxieties vanish. All your stresses evaporate. The grind gives you clarity. It provides focus. It creates peace. In a world full of chaos, the grind is your calm. In a life full of uncertainty, the grind is your certainty. In a reality full of things you can't control, the grind is what you can control. Jet up and grind means you build identity. You're not just someone who grinds. You are a grinder. You're not just someone who works hard. You are a hard worker. You're not just someone who hustles. You are a hustler. The grind becomes part of your DNA. It becomes woven into your character. It becomes inseparable from who you are. And when the grind becomes your identity, when the work becomes who you are, when the hustle becomes your nature, quitting becomes impossible. Gigging up becomes unthinkable. Stopping becomes inconceivable. The grind is your reputation. It's what people say about you when you're not in the room. It's how people describe you to others. It's what you're renowned for. When people think of you, they think that person grinds. When people mention you, they say that person works. When people discuss you, they declare that person hustles. Your work ethic becomes your brands. Your commitment becomes your signature. Your grind becomes your legacy. Jet up and grounded means you inspire generations. Your children are watching you. Your family is observing you. Your community is noticing you. When they see you getting up early, when they witness you working late, when they observe you grinding consistently, you're teaching them what's possible. You're showing them what commitment looks like. You're demonstrating what dedication requires. You're not just building your future, you're shaping their future. You're not just creating your success, You're modeling success for them. The grind is contagious. Your work ethic spreads. Your commitment influences. Your dedication motivates. When people are around you, when they see your grind, when they witness your hustle, they can't help but be affected. They can't help but be inspired. They can't help but be challenged. Your grind raises the standard. It elevates the station. It increases the BR. And that influence extends beyond just you. It impacts everyone in your circle. Get up and grin means you honor your potential. God gave you gifts. The universe gave you talents. Life gave you abilities. And every day you don't grind, every day you don't work, every day you don't hustle, you're disrespecting those gifts. You're dishonoring those talents. You're wasting those abilities. The grind is how you honor your potential. It's how you respect your gifts. It's how you maximize your talents. You were not created for mediocrity. You were not designed for average. You were not built for ordinary. You were created for greatness. You were designed for excellency. You were built for extraordinary. Yay! And the only way to actualize that greatness, to achieve that excellence, to realize that extraordinary, is through the grind, through the work, through the hustle. The grind is worship. When you get up and grind, when you work with excellence, when you hustle with integrity, you're honoring the gifts you've been given. You're showing gratitude for the opportunities you have. You're demonstrating appreciation for the potential within you. The grind is not just about you. It's about honoring something bigger than you. It's about being faithful with what you've been given. It's about maximizing what's been entrusted to you. Jet up and grind means you become bulletproof. When you know you've put in the work, when you know you've given maximum effort, when you know you've grinded consistently, nothing can shake you. Criticism doesn't affect you. Doubt doesn't discourage you. Obstacles don't defeat you because you know you've done everything in your power. You know you've left nothing undone. You know you've given it all you've got. That knowledge makes you unshakable. That certainty makes you immovable. That confidence makes you unstoppable. The grind gives you swagger. It gives you confidence. It gives you certainty. When you walk into a room, people can feel that you've put in the work. They can sense that you've paid the price. They can dissect that you've done the grind. It's in your walk. It's in your talk. It's in your presence. The grind creates an aura around you. It generates an energy about you. It produces a power within you. Jet up and grind means you understand that discipline equals freedom. People think discipline is restrictive. They think the grind is limiting. They think hard work is confining, but they've got it backwards. Discipline creates freedom. The grind generates essence. Hard work produces opportunities. When you grind consistently, when you work relentlessly, when you hustle tirelessly, you create choices for yourself. You generate possibilities. You develop freedom. The people who lack discipline are the ones who are truly limited. The people who don't grind are the ones who are actually confined. The people who don't work hard are the ones who have no expenses. Because without the grind, you're dependent on circumstances. Without the work, you're controlled by situations. Without the hustle, you're limited by conditions. But when you grind, you create your own circumstances. You control your own situations. You transcend any contingents. Jet up and grind is not a patsy. It's not a season. It's not a period. It's a liftamani. It's a journey. It's a commitment. You don't grind until you achieve a goal and then stop. You don't work until you reach success and then relax. You don't hustle until you get what you want and then coast. The grind is forever. The work is continuous. The hustle is perpetual, because here's what happens when you stop grinding. You start sliding. When you stop working, you start declining. When you stop hustling, you start deteriorating. Success is not a destination you reach and then maintain without effort. Achievement is not a level you attain and then keep without work. Greatness is not a status you acquire and then preserve without grinding. It's all maintained through continuous effort, through ongoing work, through perpetual grind. So get up and grind today. Get up and grind tomorrow. Get up and grind the day after that. Get up and grind next week. Get up and grind next month. Get up and grind next year. Get up and grind for the rest of your life. Make it who you are. Make it how you live. Make it what you do. The world is waiting for you. Your destiny is calling for you. Your greatness is demanding of you. So what are you waiting for? The alarm has rung. The day has come. The moment is here. So get up right now. Get moving this instant. Get grinding this second. No more excuses. No more delays. No more waiting. Get up and grind. Your life depends on it. Your dreams demand it. Your future requires it. So move. Move. Go. Execute. Let's go.